Hey guys, this is Cam from 15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are here to speak My Hero Academia, Season 5, episode review. And man, I will say, this is a huge milestone for today. It's not only Season 5, episode 12, but in the grand scheme of things, this is My Hero Academia anime episode 100. And you would think it'd be a huge spectacle. It kind of wasn't. Really, at the end was pretty cool though. With Bakugo and Todoroki taking down those villains. But obviously, this is a huge milestone for the My Hero Academia series in terms of the anime. The manga, they already have like 300 chapters. So I've said this whole piece and how big of an accomplishment this is when My Hero Academia got to chapter 300. But it's still pretty cool that this anime gets to 100 episodes. Yes, there's other big ongoing series out there and stuff like that, whether you're Dragon Ball, your One Pieces, your Naruto's, Fire Forces and stuff like that. But sometimes some animes don't even get to 100 episodes. Sometimes they stay at around the 12 to 50 episode mark. And I feel like this is a pretty big accomplishment for animes that get to 100 episodes. Usually it's the bigger shows, like the big shonen shows that get to 100 plus. But typically, most animes don't really get to 100 episodes. So again, it's a big accomplishment. Your thoughts on My Hero getting to 100 episodes?
Welcome to the big league, my dudes.
Well, even though we know they're in the big leagues, but
Yeah, I know. I'm speaking quantity.
okay, yeah. I just can't wait till I make my video speaking about the 1000th episode of One Piece. Oh boy, that's gonna be a hell of a video, huh?
Oh yes.
Anyways, this episode kind of covers the aftermath of the Class 1A versus Class 1B battle. We get even more specifications of what I talked about in Monema's Quirk, and then we see obviously a nice ending with Bakugo and our good old pal Todoroki. Now, we start the episode off last week where we're kind of just wrapping things up from the last battle. And Deku actually tells Shinzo that he was actually like pretty happy that he used his talents and strengths to help out his team. But Deku's like, yeah, you did all that to help out your team and maximize their strengths. Me, on the other hand, I didn't really do that. I kind of put my team in jeopardy. Also, if you guys don't know, if you guys like the My Hero Academia English dub, today was the episode for the dub that actually aired on Funimation. If you have a premium account, of Deku getting Black Whip in the dub. So if you guys watch the English dub, hopefully you guys enjoyed that episode today. Anyways, I like the fact that Deku acknowledged the fact that, yeah, even though I'm probably destined to be greatness, I still have my faults and stuff like that. And he acknowledges Shinzo that he did a good job maximizing strength because, let's be real, Deku did put his team and his combatants in danger of getting hurt. So, yeah, now we find out from Vlad that Shinzo will be in the hero course, but we won't know what class he's going to be in. I hope this isn't a storyline for the future, which probably will be a storyline for the future of what class he goes into. So I'm guessing keep that in head of what class he might go. Does that mean maybe a classmate leaves or something like that? Who knows? Because wouldn't they be like evenly like a same classroom setting?
Probably.
Yeah, because they have the same amount of classmates in each respective class. Because without Shinzo, it would be like legit 4v4 matchups every match.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Maybe that could be something to where maybe a student, I guess, leaves or drops out. I don't know. Or maybe they just add him on into the class. We'll just have to find out from them. Now, Deku also, he's also thinking too, because Monoma, Aizawa tells Monoma like, hey, we want you to go see Eri. And Deku also wonders like, oh yeah, why wonder? Because because Monoma speaks on saying, "Huh, if it wasn't for Midori's quirk drawing a blank, we probably would have won." And Deku's like, "Blank? What does he mean by drawing a blank? I thought he copied my ability and stuff like that." Now, what happens with Deku and Bakugo after this whole thing?
They're doing some training, and Bakugo's like, fight back, and all that, and Deku's like, wait, hang on, all that stuff, because he can't really use Black Whip at this moment.
Yeah, they're trying to train to bring out Black Whip, and we kind of get a scene between Deku, Bakugo, and All Might. And it's funny because Bakugo makes a mention when they're in that one room. Bakugo's drinking, I'm guessing his cup of coffee or tea, and he's like, "So this is the room you guys hang out in?" And All Might's like, "Yes, this is the room we keep the secrets to in here." I'm like, where else would you go?
Fair.
Unless you're gonna go to the car and explain this, but okay. Yeah, now the thing is, they're talking about Black Whip and how it's trying to come out of Deku and trying to activate, but Deku says, I don't feel Black Whip at all, at all. And Bakugo makes a mention, what's the thing to bring it out? And Deku's like, I don't really know, which kind of doesn't make sense because I thought a few weeks ago, the user who has the quirk says your rage and anger brings it out, but okay. Don't know if that's just something else or... but Deku at this point can't tap into Black Whip at will, but I'm seeing the next episode preview and he's bringing it out. Okay, interesting. Now, Bakugo makes a good mention. He's like, you look like you're becoming just like All For One, which is something that All Might didn't want to say. Would you agree with that statement, Denzel?
I guess so, yeah. Kind of.
Yeah. Now, the reason why Bakugo says that, he's like, well, One For All originated from All For One, so it makes sense, right? Anyways, as I was saying, sorry for that quick cut. Yeah, All For One, since the quirk originated from All For One, they're like, okay, what's going on here? The only thing is, I think All For One has more quirks he can store in his body than Deku can, because we already know Deku's only going to have 6 other quirks, which means 7 quirks in total. And even All Might brings up the fact that his master didn't even know about this whole thing either. 2, we also find out that, what's-his-face, Nana, Chimera's master, apparently had black hair, which, if you go back to all the previous users of One For All, her user, or her master, was the guy in the look-alike that looks like Best Genus, just with black hair, because that's what All Might specifies that he looks like, which... It's such a unique design. It's like it's Best Genus's father with black hair.
Could be relative.
So very interesting there. I guess you can put that theory out. Is he Best Genus's father or some sort of distant relative or descendant?
But hey, that's just a theory.
Yeah, I think we would have to find out what his quirk is before we get a presuming thought case. Is this guy related? But the design looks honestly similar, just the eyes and the fact that he's got different colored hair. But yeah, now they're training. Bakugo eventually gets pissed. He's like, I'm done with this bullshit. I'm done. I'm gone. You can't bring it out. Fine, I'm leaving. I'm wasting time here. Which is just so Bakugo.
Indeed.
So yeah, no, okay, so Deku comes back from training. What is the first thing Mr. Shoto Todoroki says to Deku that he saw in the match?
You have another quirk and stuff?
I think after we saw this, I think me and my buddy can both agree that I think Todoroki needs to know and get in on this secret. Because he's put these things 2 and 2 together. Season 2, he's like, are you all my secret love child? And now he's like, so you got another quirk. And it's funny because they cut over to Bakugo. Bakugo was just eating, like, I'm guessing something. And he's like, half-ass bastard is freaking hitting the nail on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Which, honestly, from somebody that doesn't know, he's hitting everything on the head. So, you wonder, is he gonna eventually solve it out? Is he gonna find out? Honestly, I think for all our sakes, I think it's good for. I think Todoroki needs to be included onto this all for one for all secret.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now Deku brings up the whole fact that, hey, you were dope and your flames were completely awesome and stuff like that. And obviously Todoroki's like, yeah, but they definitely could be stronger. And what do we find out? That good old Endeavor is smiling.
You know me.
Yes. He gets a text from Shoto saying, or I guess a DM from his social media account or something like that, saying that I would like that Todoroki wants Endeavor to train him more to use his flames better and stronger. I'm just shocked he didn't scream out a Shoto! And he's doing this and mind you mind this, Endeavor's doing this mid after capturing a villain, and he's got the villain on his other hand, and he's just like, that's my son. Yes, we're gonna train.
LOL.
I know some people hate Endeavor, but I would say this is a pretty wholesome moment.
Yeah, and besides, he's seeking redemption, so.
Well, I feel like okay, going off topic. What are your thoughts on people? What are your thoughts on people's, thinking mindset if they don't want to forgive Endeavor?
I mean, that's up to them. That's up to them, honestly. But I'd say since he's at least trying to make it up, okay, let's see how well that goes for him.
Because I know it's a very, interesting thing in the community of My Hero Academia is, should you forgive Endeavor and redeem him, or should you still hate him? I know there's some people that say, regardless of however he changes, I'm still going to hate him for what he did because he abused his family and stuff like that. And listen, more power to you. You can have those ideals. We're not saying, you should like Endeavor for the fact that he's redeeming. I think anybody who is an abuser should definitely be somebody where it's no, they have their faults and they probably should not be forgiven for. But if you see but I can understand people's mindsets of saying, well, yes, he did all of that, but usually people are given second chances, so we should give Endeavor a second chance to try to get his life back together again and actually be a respectful person. And change. So, again, it's an interesting topic. His character is very, very divided in the community. That's one thing I do know. There is a side where people that like his redemption arc, and there's people that just said, I don't give a fuck. I'm not forgiving him for whatever he did. He abused his wife, he abused his children, and stuff like that. So, yeah, and again, maybe we'll see more of this if we get this extended backstory whenever they want to reveal who Toya Todoroki is. So, we'll have to see from that point on. Why did Monoma have to see Eri-chan? Which, one thing first, can we just say, Eri-chan is so adorable. Must protect. She's writing letters to Deku, Lemillion or Mirio about thanking them because she can't say it. She's so adorable. I need either Deku or well, not Deku. I definitely need Mirio to maybe adopt this child.
He's still a kid, man. Anyways,
technically, he would be I'll have to check Mirio's age.
I mean, he's still technically a high schooler.
In his third year. It's probably 17 or 18.
Can you adopt at that age?
I'm guessing maybe when they're legal adults they can, but technically UA's kind of adopted her, so yeah. But go on. What was the reasoning behind Monoma finding meeting Eri?
I mean, Monoma is trying to copy her quirk, and somehow he gets the horn once she copies it. And he just goes, nope. Her quirk is a blank as well.
Yeah. And essentially, it's like I said last week, Monoma essentially goes into detail with his quirk, explaining the reason why he couldn't copy One for All, even Ares' quirk, or the fact that he can't use it. And essentially, it was a quirk that has stockpiled energy that goes over time. He can't copy that and use his ability. And like he said, it just draws a blank. And Deku makes a thing, he's like, yeah, so that gum, he stockpiles his fat. Monoma can touch him and get his quirk. It just won't work for him because he can't stockpile fat over time because he's only using it on a time basis. So those are the, I guess you can say, hold on. I know, second time. Hopefully third time's not the charm. Anyways, yeah, he can touch, say, fat gum, but he can't get his legit fat. So essentially, he can't copy people who have stockpiling the course, which is a advantage to the person he's going up against, but at the same time, a disadvantage to him. Now, the reasoning why is because if Monoma could use Aries' quirk, he could use it as a way to teach Eri how to use her quirk better, and stuff like that. Now, Eri gets a little bit down. She says she wishes she doesn't have this quirk, but good old Deku, the good old hero, says, your quirk is beautiful. Just like he said last season, you know, it's a very helpful quirk. So cheers to Eri somehow mastering her quirk soon. I think also Aizawa was doing this, so maybe Mirio can get his quirk back. So that could be a thing. I hope Eri can master her quirk so then she can give Mirio her quirk back, or his quirk back. That would be so nice. It'll be a full circle thing. He saves her, and then you could say she kind of saves him by getting his quirk back.
Can I say it? Just this once?
Go ahead.
Power.
Yes, we need to hear power yet again. So hopefully that's sooner rather than later, and stuff like that. Now, interesting stuff. I forgot. This was even before the Monoma copy stuff. Now, I'm guessing the teachers of UA are having this presentation talking about Shinzo's performance, and obviously Mouse Boy, Nezu, is like, okay, good. He can be in the hero course. You guys will just teach him, and I'll just handle out all the details. Now, Aizawa and President Mike have a offshoot conversation. They're like, President Mike is like, you know, Shinzo reminds me a lot about you, Aizawa. Are you training him because he reminds you of himself? Or is it because of Shirakumo?
Who's that?
Who is Shirakumo? I know who Shirakumo is, but obviously, it's very interesting who this Shirakumo could be. Apparently, I'm guessing this is a character that was involved in the past of President Mike and Aizawa. So I guess that's something to keep in mind going for the future for Aizawa's characters. Could we be getting Aizawa development? Yes! Let's go! Because we barely get Aizawa development, and we all know we all love Aizawa.
Yes.
So yeah. So what happens next after we end the episode off, really, the fact that Class 1A students are bringing up the fact that Bakugo and Todoroki are doing their last course to get their professional license. We get the occasional appearances of Gang Orca and his gang saying, thank God I don't have to train you runts again. I'm like, you're very mean. We see Best Girl Kami. I wish we could see more of her. Hopefully we do. And also the other guy that had an issue with Todoroki back in season 3. But you care to take us home of what happened at the end of the episode?
They went after a thieving villain.
Yes.
And Todoroki and Bakugo really shine there. Let me just say that.
Yes. You remember Todoroki's new move he got, or he developed?
Flash freeze. Flash freeze something.
Heat wave, I believe that what it was called.
Mhm.
I'm guessing it's a combination of his ice and fire power into one. And two, the villain that we're going up against had like a carbonated quirk, which essentially means he had soda as his quirk. Funny. It was fun. Now, okay, let's be honest. Who was the dumbass woman that freaking just was like, I need to get a picture of this. This is a she was like, this is a great light show. I'm like, what?
And All Might, like the hero he is or was, saved her, and then Bakugo saved All Might, and he's like, if you want to commit suicide, do it somewhere else.
Yeah, and they managed to take down this villain. I loved this moment by Bakugo and Todoroki because they're essentially going up against pro heroes. And the crazy thing is, they did this 30 seconds after they got their licenses. Albeit, this is provisional license. But they managed to take care of the villain and easily beat him. I remember the manga, this was one of the coolest moments. I did like this moment. It was dope to see. And it was a great way to cap off the 100th episode of My Hero Academia. So yeah, now you get this really derpy looking hero who was just smiling. He's like, I'll take care of it. Don't worry, guys.
And Bakugo was all.
Yeah. Bakugo and Todoroki go back to the dorms, and they get a huge celebration party for completing their provisional licensing exams. They get cake and everything. And Bakugo's like, this cake is too big. And I'm like, just eat the damn cake. And then Deku's like, I can't wait to work together with you for hero stuff.
Why are you looking down on me, you damn nerd? Don't talk back to me.
See, I don't know if... See, that's going to be the interesting thing, man. I'm going to say this. Going on to the future of My Hero Academia, you'll start to see Bakugo. He'll still say those lines occasionally, but I like the fact that you occasionally have a nice respect between the two now. And it's going to get even stronger as this series goes on. But it's just funny how he keeps calling him a damn nerd, and he's like, stop looking down on me, bitch! But I can't wait till we have like the I still can't wait for the part in the anime. I know, but like the moment in Heroes Rising when they knew they had to work together and put aside their differences amongst each other, essentially like Goku and Vegeta when they have to work together. I can't wait for a moment like that in the anime.
Yes, like Goku and Vegeta, people. I don't get why you're still shipping them out there.
Yeah.
It's almost as ridiculous as shipping Goku and Vegeta.
No. I don't need to see that.
Oh.
Don't put those images in my head. Anyways, low-key, I feel like I see a lot of people actually ship Bakugo with Kami.
I can definitely see that.
Because Kami always have backhanded comments towards Bakugo. Like that one time she told him, you're better when you're quiet.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely ship it if they're gonna go that direction, but who knows? I just need my Bakugo, I just need my Deku and Ochako moment where they're finally together.
Yes.
So, anyways, yeah, that's kind of where the episode ends off. Next week, we're getting Christmas in June. Yes. Now, obviously, people, if you see the next episode preview, you're probably asking, Camp 15, is this filler? And from what I believe, this was in the official manga, so this isn't filler. So I'm sorry if you're going to be disappointed. Now there's tease in the next episode preview that something sinister is found out and something's going to get started off. So yeah, we see Deku look like he's activating Black Whip. It's although one string of it, but it's the start of something. But we're going to be getting Christmas next. Oh yes, okay. There's a bit, speaking of it, I'll say this. There's a big moment between Deku and Ochako in this Christmas episode. No, they do not kiss under a mistletoe. But there's a big moment between Deku and Ochako, so that's why I say this episode is canon in the story. It is not an offshoot filler. It's another nice mellow episode just before you get to what is going to be the craziness of the My Villain Academia arc. And let me just say this. Enjoy the wholesome moments. Enjoy the nice, heartwarming moments of My Hero Academia, because I think after this episode, there'll be a little bit of that. Because next thing is, we're just going straight up dark. And when I mean, you know, people who are inclined to see the darkness of hero society and what the darkness of the hero world is, I think you're going to get that after this arc. This, literally, the Class 1A versus Class 1B arc is, I would say, the last arc where you get the happy-go-lucky characters we have. That's when things start to get dark. Stakes are higher and heightened. And some characters' personalities definitely change.
Like which characters? The villain characters or the...
Both characters. Obviously, you would figure Deku's character has a shift in his personality as well. So, yeah. But yes, next week is a Christmas episode. There will be no mistletoeing kissing for these characters, as much as I would love that between Deku and Ochako. But there is a moment between Deku and Ochako that I think is going to be heartwarming for people. But it's not a kissing moment under the mistletoe.
So they're going to capture it the same as they captured it in the manga?
Huh?
So it's going to be captured the same way as in the manga?
Yeah, it's like every other interpretation of this show. Other than the first episode filler episodes.
Yeah, that's the Dragon Ball Super, how different the term and the power was in the manga compared to the anime.
Well, Dragon Ball Super, with how they handled their manga and anime counterparts, were different compared to other mangas. That's why now you see Dragon Ball is ahead of the game in terms of the manga. So when the anime comes back, whenever it comes back, they have something to adapt it off of. So, yeah. So look forward to that Ochako Deku moment. Another Izu Ochako ship moment, which would be the 4th or 5th, maybe 6th damn ship we've gotten in this damn season alone. I love my Ochako Izuku ships moments. So adorable. Suck it, haters. Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode review. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode. Your thoughts on the 100th episode of My Hero Academia. What has My Hero Academia done for you as a viewer or a manga reader? Like to hear those stuff, as well as hit that subscribe button if you want to get more My Hero Academia content, whether it's in regards to the anime or the manga, which again, I don't know if I'm going to get a manga chapter review up today, probably tomorrow, because that's when the official manga chapter releases. But I did read the unofficial translations, and I'm just going to say this. You're next.
Hey guys. I think we have a little problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep that to myself, but the manga viewers know what I'm talking about when I mean that comment of "you're next" and kablooms. But again, manga readers, please do not spoil anything in the comment section, please, and thank you for anime only viewers and obviously for my co-host. But yeah. Other than that, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully, you guys have a great rest of your day or night, or when you're checking out this video, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Or I'll see you for definitely One Piece tonight. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, have a great rest of your day. Peace.